Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Lit Club Esports in-house stream. It's been a while for me, but I'm really glad to be back. I am joined today by our good friend Dylan, known in game as Locus. Say hello to everyone.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Really excited to be on the desk here tonight with Anthony and/or ADHD Graphics. I hope you guys are in for a long night of us just trolling each other back and forth. Just kidding. We're going to be as professional as we can be. We're here tonight to do our second weekly in-house, and we are joined tonight by our four captains. Becky, if you'll go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, what up? I am Becky Rita, enemy of the people, Victorious Amateur Drafts #1 target, massive flamer, and professional e-girl. And I'm here to play exclusively Sona unless it gets banned. Thank you.
All right, next we have Koi Fish.
Hello, my name's Koi Fish. I'm just here to have fun and kick butt.
Awesome.
Thirdly, we
Yep.
have Keen.
All
Hello.
right.
Sorry, did it. Hello, my name's Keen. I am just I just hang around the server. All right, and I'm hoping to have a good game to get back in the league finally.
And then lastly, we're joined by Maximilian Pegasus, not the Heart of the Cards gamer.
Hi, I'm Maximilian Pegasus, in-game name Merrick Batson. Happy to be here. Had fun last week. Apparently, according to casters, I have a mental game of Steel. Silver ranked in-game, challenger rank in mental. Happy to be here.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. We will begin draft shortly here. Keep in mind that this is just a fun event, so there is a bit of a skill gap all around, and some of these captains might not know everybody too well, so just do your best and have a good time. Anything else from you, Dylan?
Nope, I'm really excited to see how the teams draft. Funny little story last week, the winning team drafted 4 support mains. So let's see if we can keep that dream alive. Supports are obviously the best player in the game. Everyone should just play Bard. All right, guys, we're going to get started with draft. Koi Fish, you are our first drafter.
I'm gonna pick up Gent.
All right, Becky Rita.
All right, well, y'all know I got to pick up the best player we got on the roster. That is Beanie. The Bean
Oh,
Man.
Hey,
No.
excellent choice.
All right, next we have Kane.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Kasatoku.
And it's Cass, everyone's favorite Lux main.
I thought he was a Kassadin main. Why is his name Cass?
No, it's Kasatoku. It's Kasatoku.
Oh, gotcha. Right, with one S, not with two. My bad.
Yes.
All right, next we have Maximilian Pegasus.
I'm gonna keep the dream alive. Go ahead and pick up Temper Fate for a second week in a row.
All right. Yeah, so Tempered Fate last week did have a 20 kill 4 death game on Twitch, so let's see if he can run it back. All right, back to you, Koi.
I'm gonna pick up Last Dinosaurs.
All right,
Connor
Serge.
is playing, by the way.
Okay.
Do we have room for him?
We do. I think
Yes.
Gabe is stepping out. All right, next we are
Okay,
going to circle back to Becky Rita, Enemy of the People.
Yes, all right. I will select the Pony Goat.
That is a Pony Goat is currently in the champions in running for to be champion of VAS this split, everybody. So definitely a strong pickup. All right, next we go back to Keen.
All right. Looking at this list, I think I'll take Luckiest Pumpkin. I'll take Seesaw.
Hey, somebody wants to lose.
Whoa, hey, come on. Hey, he's just a little guy. Come
The
on.
monkey with the machine gun himself, Luckiest Pumpkin, also known as Seesaw. Maximilian Pegasus.
I'm gonna go and pick up Swaddlebill.
Well, Team D wins, guys. No questions asked. All right, circling back to you, Koi Fish.
I'm gonna pick up Pleb Destroyer.
All right, new one to the server. I don't think I know Pleb Destroyer. Welcome to the Discord, bud.
Pleb Destroyer actually played a few games with me yesterday. Really cool guy, really fun to play with. He is one of Pony Goat's friends. All right, moving forward, we have back to Becky Rita.
Oh, geez. Now it's getting hard. I gotta actually look at some of these options here.
Oh wait, am I supposed to be drafting a team here?
I'll go ahead and pick up Abner.
All right. He is also a new one to the server. Thank you for joining, Abner, and welcome. Back to you, Keen.
All right. I guess I'll try. We'll try Liz.
Alrighty. And Maximilian?
If my math checks out simply because of stuff we've talked about prior and keeping people on the same team, I'm gonna go pick up Mayonnaise and the Quiche,
All
just
right.
so that their requests get
Excellent. The two for one. Husband
Also-
and wife sitting next to each other.
Also, Maximilian has once again drafted 4 support mains. So,
It worked last week. It's gotta work again this week. I'm feeling really good about tonight.
all right. So that will be the end of Maximilian's draft. Maximilian, you can go ahead and move up to your team. And then we will continue circling back to Koifish.
I do believe I need to be dragged up there because it's not letting me.
Going to pick.
I'm here for my interview, boys.
Not
uh,
yet.
Man
Get
of-
out of here.
Man of God.
Wow.
All right.
Holy shit.
That's our
Sorry.
local holy water enjoyer. Next we move to Becky Rita.
Okay. I'll be picking up another 5 Ugar. We're gonna be picking up 5 Ugar.
5
5
Ugar.
Ugar.
Gotcha. All right. And so we're down to Arabian Pepe and Rain.
It says do not pick Rain. So that I think that Keen has Pepe, right? And then
I feel like I am stuck with Pepe. Yes.
not stuck with. Have the pleasure of being with Pepe.
So Keen
Yeah,
gets
come on, no
Pepe.
flame, no toxic.
Toxic on stream. All right. Thank you, captains, for doing this for us. I will have someone drag you up to your respective spots now. Before you go, if you go into your team, tell them to tune into the Twitch stream so they can hear the rules on how to get prizes and whatnot, and encourage them to look at the announcements.
Okay.
Thanks. And we got to move Keen. Perfect. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to that. I hope that was fun. It seems like we ended up with pretty balanced teams, so I'm excited. But I do want to read through the rules real quick because there are prizes for tonight. The way this will work today is there will just be a mini tournament. Since there are 4 teams, Team A and Team B will play each other, and then Team C and Team D will play each other. The winners of those, we will stream one of those games just randomly. There's no money involved in those first 2 games. It's just one of them for us to watch for fun. The second game will be the championship between the 2 winners. That game, the winning team will each get 5 RP. I encourage all of you to look at the announcements so that you can understand the rules associated with that. Please put your IGN in the Twitch chat so we have it for that. The reason we do that is so that, number 1, you're engaging with the Twitch, and number 2, that way we know your in-game name so we can send you the RP. Because that's the only way that we can actually do that. And it just helps keep tabs on everyone. There will be one other $5 RP card for just participating in Twitch chat. You don't even have to be in the game. Just put your IGN in the Twitch chat at some point. We will make a spreadsheet of everyone included, and then we'll randomly select one person from that. With that being said, I think that we are about ready to start the games.
All right. So, in true Anthony/ADHD fashion, I have a coin sitting beside me right now.
Okay.
And we're going to decide which team gets streamed game 1 by this coin flip. So,
Okay,
the
let's
groupings
see it.
are Team A and C and Team B and D. So, Anthony, if it is heads, which team will be playing on stream?
Team A for Anthony.
All right. And if it is tails, we will be streaming group B and D. Here we go. It is heads. So group A and C will be playing on stream game 1.
Congrats to the lucky winners. Get to be roasted by Dylan and I. So just a quick word on the casting tonight. We are pretty new to this. We have done this in the past, but we haven't done this in a while. Last week we just kind of did a for fun, just everybody in the Discord watching. This week we will be attempting to do a more professional cast. It won't be like what you're super used to if you watch pro play or if you watch the Victoria streams, but we will do our best. So if you're watching and you have any advice for us after, whether you like something or didn't like something, or you think we did a great job, feel free to let us know. Anywhere in the Discord is good because we are always looking to improve and we're relatively new to this. And also, if you see any technical difficulties with the Twitch or anything of that nature, please let us know. And one final thing, we are recruiting for multiple teams. These include a silver team, multiple gold teams, and plat teams. So if you're interested in doing any of those, please take a look at the application channel. And finally, if you enjoy the stream, please feel free to use your Amazon Prime sub. It doesn't really cost you anything. Drop that down. All of the money that we make from the stream goes straight towards buy-ins for our games and the prizes that we give out for these events. All right. With that being said, we should be starting draft soon, and I will leave that up to Dylan.
We are going to take a quick break while we wait for our players to get their room set up. So, guys, we will be back in just a few minutes when the drafts are ready. Thank you guys for joining. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting started with drafts on Team A and C, as we determined by the coin flip earlier. I am joined by ADHD Graphics and our assistant manager in the Lit Club, Rain himself. So, let's talk about the draft, guys.
All right. Before we say too much about these drafts, I just want to say, like, taking a look at these teams, we are looking at teams A and C. Team A, we have Gent, Koifish, Last Dinosaurs, Man of God, and Pleb Destroyer. This, to me, looks like a pretty good team. I think that there's a pretty good balance of ranks here. I don't know too much about Koifish, but I know that he's bronze, but when I was watching his stream earlier, he definitely didn't look like it. So I think I'm pretty optimistic about this team. Team C looks a little bit cursed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to see how it comes together, though, because I think that there's certainly a lot of pop-off potential here. And Keen tends to do pretty well in these analyses because he's pretty good in comms, so he's good at working with other people. And Connor is obviously definitely gonna make this a team deathmatch game bot, and we'll see if he can get a lot of kills. But with that out of the way, we will go to the draft. And the first thing I want to point out is we have, it looks like Kasatoku's Lux, which is his one trick, and Pepe's Master Yi, which is his one trick. I am expecting to see some super cheesy stuff on this Master Yi. It's gonna be like TP or Ignite Flash or Ignite Smite, or something absolutely crazy. If it even goes jungle, who knows?
I feel like picking a cheese Master Yi pick would work great if you weren't against someone like Water. Now, we do see Water's main champion Darius banned. He is somewhat of a, I would like to say, Darius connoisseur. But I do think he has other champions in his pool that he can absolutely bring out. But I'm interested. Master Yi top. We see Vi locked in for the jungle on Team C. And then we see on Team A, we see Kane and Singed locked in. So it looks like it's probably going to be a Singed top lane to counter the Master Yi. And I'll be honest with you, I like that pick. What do you think? What do you guys think?
Singed is just actually a crazy champion. He is so slept on all the time. Nobody plays him because he's weird. He's kind of like Bard. But I think the champion is really strong in general. But the thing I want to point out is that these are solo queue comps if I've ever seen them. It is pretty funny to see Lux, Kane, Singed, which are like all champions that you hate to see in solo queue, and then on the other side you see Master Yi, Vi, and Morgana, which are basically the same. So I think that this is definitely going to be a bloodbath.
We do see chat coming in. Tempered Fate, a Bard one trick, did get his Bard top lane on the other game. He's probably pretty excited about that. I'm interested to see how that turns out. I'm sure there will be a lot of deaths had in the jungle. Anyway, so we see Kog'Maw banned, and we see a lot of AD carries getting hated out this round. We've got 6 AD carry bans so far coming through. Looks like we really think that the bot lane is where the matchup is really the game is gonna be won or lost through the bot lane. We do have our resident Seesoft on Team C, but Team A also has our resident Surge. So Last Dinosaur is a great support. Interested to see how the matchup goes.
The Kindred ban. This is gonna be a Samira.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think he goes Jhin here.
No way. He's picking Samira. He's going in melee range. He's picking Samira.
Oh, Draven. Okay.
Even better.
All right.
Perfect.
Draven kind of hurts the Kayn engage, but like Singed has no problem getting onto Draven. He's just gonna walk forward and laugh. But hopefully the Morgana, which I'm assuming it should be a Morgana support, is hopefully going to be able to help that Draven get out of the Singed engage.
So I do want to take a brief moment from draft to point out I'm already seeing some pastas in chat. That's what we like to see. We love copy pastas here at the Lit Club. So if you have some good ones, feel free to post them in the pasta channel so we can reuse them later to troll the Victoria stream, because that shit is hilarious. So please help us out in our pasta endeavors. But I'm on enough of a tangent, so we can talk about the Kaisa and Mordekaiser picks. Who is going where in this draft? I'm so confused.
So
Singed mid.
Singed mid has been a thing that has been seeing a little It's been seeing a little field time. So it is probably a singed mid here. We do have Mordekaiser top to counter the Master Yi, and I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. If I'm playing this top lane matchup, I would not want to be anonymous right now. Mordekaiser is just such a bully in lane, and Master Yi isn't. I mean, sure, he can walk in, he can Q, he can do some auto attack damage, but Mordekaiser just has to attack you 3 times, and you just have a Leandre's Torment on you for free at level 1.
But here's what you're not understanding. Pepe is built different. So for those of you who haven't been around the Lit Club as long as I have, Pepe was the original jungler on our PRL team, which by the way had the most fire banter of any iteration of the Lit Club. So if you know us for that, it was definitely better back in the day with Pepe. We would run full funnel comps with Pepe, Master Yi, literally Karma mid, support top, support bot lane, and an ADC, and then that was our comp, and we actually won games doing that. So super cheesy, but I'm excited to see it again. It should be at least provide some good memes.
Well, we're actually here for the fun of it, so hopefully we do get a lot of really good memes. So 80 and Rain, what do we think about game 1? What are your guys' prediction as far as looking at this team comp? Let's take the fact that there's a rank differential. Let's just go solely based off team comp. Who do you think takes this game?
Well, Rain is not here, so I will speak on his behalf and say that the team with Mordekaiser, Kayn, Singed, Kai'Sa, Lux is heavily favored for a lot of reasons. I think that even skill gap aside, I think both these teams are pretty wacky, but that team at least has some utility pretty much across the map, and they have like a win condition with Mordekaiser kind of pushing in the Yi and the Kayn able to free farm and Singed running around to help bot lane. I think that's maybe not the most obvious win condition, but it's definitely something that they can work around. I think the only real win condition for the red side in this game is Draven getting really far ahead and Kale getting some plates if Singe decides to roam around.
So you're giving it to blue side this game?
Yes, I am giving it to blue side.
I have to agree with you solely for the fact that I think if we look at ease of execution, like all of blue team's champions are not incredibly hard to execute. Lux can honestly miss every binding in lane and hit one good binding, and suddenly she's changed the outcome of a team fight. Singed, obviously, I think he right clicks a little harder than Tryndamere does in the current meta. Kayn, pretty strong champion in the meta right now. Doesn't matter if you go blue or red. Mordekaiser, if Master Yi does get fed, or if Kel does get fed, Mordekaiser just takes them out of that team fight, and all of a sudden it's a 4v4, and hopefully, hopefully red side is prepared to deal with that. But if they're not, it's gonna look pretty bad for red side. So I've got to go with A team too. I've got to go. I think this goes to A team, and I really think that it's going to be probably a 25 to 30 minute game.
I will say I wouldn't count out Connor Straven in the bot lane. This is a champion that Connor pulls out in certain situations, and against Kai'Sa is definitely one of them. So I think that this is for sure a lane that Connor can potentially farm and cheese a win. Nothing against our boy Koifish. It's a hard lane for Kai'Sa.
The only thing I worry about as far as that idea is the fact that if we look at red side, Draven doesn't really have anybody who can peel for him. Morgana can black shield him, and Morgana can Q, and maybe Morgana hits her ult, but that ult takes so long to actually trigger. Singed will be able to just walk right on top of Draven. That's the thing I'm worried about the most. Like, they have a really good team to just go onto this Draven. So, I mean, I know that Connor is an incredible player, and I think that he has all the potential to absolutely win this game for the side of red. I just have to give it to Team A this game.
I agree. But I'm still excited to see how it goes. I will remind everyone that we will pause as soon as the game starts just to make sure that Dylan and I are on the same timer and we're not totally mismatched because we've had that happen to us one too many times. Want to thank once again everybody in the Twitch chat who is watching, whether you're in game or going to watch this afterwards. We do plan to post this to YouTube, so if you want to hear what we had to say about you, there will probably be some light coaching involved in this. So if you're curious what our thoughts are about the game, you can always check that out on YouTube after the fact, which is on the YouTube name is Lit Club Esports, matching the Twitch name. Okay, Dylan, what time are you at?
9 seconds.
Okay, let me match up with that. I am at 9 seconds.
And
1
3,
second.
2, 1. Unpause.
Go. Yep.
All right.
10, 11. Perfect.
Perfect. All right, guys. So, we're gonna start our first game. I'm assuming that red team probably just wants to 5-point here. Well, hold on. It looks like they're all running to the bot side. They might go for the invade here.
This is for sure what you would expect of in-houses. I don't think I've ever seen an in-house where there wasn't a level 1 invade. This is just normal stuff. Pepe alone in the jungle by himself. May have seen this before. A little bit of a scattered invade. No vision to be found yet.
It looks like they want to. You know, they do have Lux could have started Q.
Maybe the late invade.
Could be. I mean, if I'm red side right now, I want to late invade strictly for the fact that, you know, I want to give blue side a sense of security. That way I know all 5 of their members aren't just standing there. But they pull off. They're not going to invade. They're just going to go straight to their camp. And everyone is just going to follow normal lane assignments, and we're going to wait for this game to really get started.
Yeah, so while we're kind of waiting for this game to start up, I wanted to say, did you get a chance to look at the other teams that we're not watching on stream? Because I am looking at Team B, and Becky Rita's draft is not balanced. That team is so strong. I expect them to just be absolutely rolled both games, if I'm being totally honest. But we will worry about that in the future. For now, we are going to watch Mordekaiser and Yi fight it out up here.
Duke it out. Yeah, and this is exactly... This is
Pepe going in.
This is exactly how I thought this lane would play out. Like, Pepe's going to do some damage to Mordekaiser, but, like, at the end of the day, that damage is going to be nullified as soon as Mordekaiser hits level 2. Because he'll probably go his W, and he's just going to be able to heal all that damage. And in the meantime, just Yi's queuing into a minion wave, taking a lot of free damage. We might see a first blood here. We might see it. And he gets... Oh, he doesn't! He doesn't. Okay, so heal blown on the side of Master Yi, flash blown on the side of Mordekaiser.
I just realized it's heal ignite.
It is heal ignite, yes.
Level 2 advantage for the bot lane. Gonna mean that Seesoft is gonna eat a little bit of damage here. Not too bad on the end of things though.
That was a pretty good Q dodge by Seesoft. You know, if that Q had hit him, I think we would have either seen him blow flash or heal, but he did a great job of sidestepping that Q. Seesoft's a monster at sidestepping, by the way. This man plays like...
Interesting look from Vi here. Connor going in a little bit early, drops both his axes. He's gonna get taken pretty low here. We'll see if Vi is able to get this. It looks like she's gonna be able to do that.
And that will be first blood.
I'm doing play-by-play, even though I said I wasn't going to. My apologies. I can't stop myself.
That's all right. Hey, you know what?
Bad.
You know what? You're doing a great job. I'll analyze you play-by-play. So,
okay, perfect.
Really good gank by the Vi. Connor did go in a little early there, but it worked out. We do see both sums blown for Connor, and we only see flash blown on the side of Koifish. Lux still has both sums, and Koifish still does have heal, but at the end of the day, you really like to see that gank. Vi is a champion that has the agency to carry a game, and he now has 400 gold. Now has 400 gold. So, really well played, really well communicated. Early first blood, though. Really early first blood.
So, I do want to point out something. Check out the farm in the top lane. Pepe is showing off his 100 ping gameplay right now.
Yeah, 22 farm to 9 farm. Really don't like to see it. However, you know, red team still does have that gold advantage because of the first blood that came out from the Vi. Overall, though, blue team is actually out farming red side.
Yeah, I think that a lot of that is a little bit kind of doesn't really matter all that much, though, because this KL is farming just fine against the Singed. I think that that's actually a pretty good counter pick to the Singed mid. Singed mid kind of runs over a lot of champions for free, but KL is pretty happy to just kite him out and scale up. Doesn't really have to like engage with the lane in the same way that other champs do, so I think that that's pretty fine for them in the mid lane.
We do see in the top side, Mordekaiser is getting pushed under his tower. But, you know, I really, honestly, if I'm Mordekaiser against a Master Yi that doesn't have flash, I would want to be in this position personally because, like, this Master Yi is kind of just a free gank.
Yeah. One thing I do want to point out is that to those of you that are maybe in a lower elo and just learning the game, In this situation, Master Yi really needs his jungler to be up here to either break this freeze or try to dive on that crashed wave. It was a pretty big wave. Mordekaiser are able to clear it out for free, though. So Master Yi really just needs to push that and back, which he's going to do. So really the only option that Master Yi has there, because there's no jungler there to kind of bail him out of that bad situation. Little bit of vision being set up on the dragon here.
We do see Master Yi insta-buy Rage Knife. What
Vi
are
gonna
your-
get the first look here. Might be going down. KO gonna look for the first blood, gonna look for the first kill of the fight. Doesn't quite get it. Keen gonna go down. KO still fighting. Kane's somehow still alive. The Lux Shield gonna get him out. We'll see if Seesaw's able to clean up anything on the back end here. He's pretty pinched. He's gonna go for the 1v3. Draven pretty strong early, but I don't think strong enough for that. He's gonna drop the Axe 2. He's gonna go down. Morgana going in as well. I don't think the flash is gonna save it. The blast plant is not gonna go the right direction, and that is 4 quick kills for blue side.
I'm just gonna chalk that entire play up to a poor communication on the side of red. Kel and Vi rotated together, and then here comes Morgana, and then here comes Draven. I really think if they had communicated that a little better and said, hey, we're gonna try to set up some Dragon Prio, they would have rotated together, and Seasoft would have been there to engage the fight, and Kayn wouldn't have just got a triple kill, which honestly is not how you want to see this game go. Especially if this Kayn has the agency to go blue Kayn, that is really bad for red side.
Yeah, I think that Keen went in just a little bit too early. He had the right idea for the setup, but his team wasn't quite there to back him up yet. Kale has level 6 here, and Kane is only level 5. Gonna be hurting here, but Sin's gonna be there just in time to save. We'll see if he's able to get the Fi in the back end here. Under turret is gonna be pretty nasty. The Kale ult is gonna secure the kill on the Kane. Might be able to get Gent as well. Kale actually doing a surprising amount of damage here. Sin's gonna get chunked out pretty hard as well, and Kale's gonna have free reign on this turret for a while. Good look from Kane.
That whole fight, Kale played masterfully well. Keen, apologies.
Keen, yeah, I messed that up too.
Keen, apologies. Did get in a pretty bad situation, but fortunately the Kale ult was able to get him out of that bad situation. I think Red actually played it I think Blue played that fight very, very well as well. Oh, we got to fight in the bot lane. Nothing's really going to come of it, though.
Not quite. Mordekaiser is mid lane, though. This is something that we've seen Adwater do a lot. Early roams for Rift Herald and early roams mid for ganks, which is not something that you typically see from top laners, but it's definitely some cheese that those of us that have been watching him play recently have seen a lot. So not too surprising there, but gonna get a free kill out of that.
And once again, if you're a red side, you do not want to see that gold going on to an already ahead Mordekaiser. Because Mordekaiser has all the agency to just say, you're fed, that's great, I'm going to take your stats, and now I'm as fed as you are. Have a good day fighting me in the Death Realm. Really, really good roam, though, from the Mordekaiser. They set up vision well, they made sure that the bush wasn't warded, and then they just went in, and that netted a kill on the Kale. So
it
blue
looks like we might be looking for a dive top lane. Kane is on these Krugs right now. Mordekaiser should be able to crash this wave. We'll see what they look for. This is a good timer.
Blue side has
Oh, this is really free. Super good setup from the Mordekaiser. Even going to tank it for a bit. Master Yi going to stall it out a long time with the W, though. Master Yi playing this super well. Close. Really close to an outplay there.
The Master Yi does end up dying. He does blow his ignite. The only thing I'm going to say on the side of blue that dive could have gone better, Adwater should have held his E until the Master Yi pressed W. That's the only way they currently have to break the meditate. And we know meditate gives Master Yi it makes Master Yi one of the tankiest champions in the game for those seconds that he is in that meditate. Otherwise, very well communicated. And we also do see Kayn has his form. He has decided to go red Kayn, which personally I think is just the better Kayn form overall. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that purple Kayn has some merit as well, which is blue Kayn building the bruiser items. I think that both are pretty good. It's kind of a preference thing. This game in particular, I think that maybe blue Kayn might have actually been a better choice, just because they're super squishy. There's no real tanks. But both are fine choices. Kayn generally considered the better competitive pick. Cass, not quite going to secure the kill. The Morgana shield actually going to save. Kayn in the backline here, not going to be able to do anything, though, because the bot lane is too chunked out. He's going to be able to walk out, though. Good job
I
bailing
agree.
the bot lane out.
I agree. If I'm we see an engage in the middle. Kellogg goes out. He's still chasing down, but they're just going to disengage and call it even. Getting
So
the kill out though is pretty
I
good.
just realized now that it's not Kasatoku playing Lux. It is Cass playing the Kale. Or wait, I am so confused. Yeah, it's Cass playing the Kale and Surge playing the Lux. I saw the Lux and just defaulted to assuming it was Cass. So my bad, everyone.
Yeah, I didn't want to correct you on that when you said we see Cass. I was like, that's not fair for me. He is a one trick, and we were under the assumption that Cass was playing that Lux in Champion Select, but Cass is obviously on the opposite team.
We're a little bit rusty here. That should go to show why I died so many times in competitive. Awareness not the greatest.
I thought it was just because you had a coin beside your desk, and you decided which, you flipped it, and if it's tails, you were dying. If it's heads, the turret dive worked.
Yeah, but if I'm not playing, I can't die. So I was confused. I just had to screw everything up on the cast.
That's all right. Pretty kind of a lull state in the game right now. So let's talk about gold states. Top lane, we see that.
Oh, it goes down to 6 HP. Vi going in 2v1. Who actually ended up securing that?
It looks like. Well, we don't see which one secured it.
I can't tell because of all the buff effects on people.
I know.
The Rift Herald gets
looks
the
like
purple
Kane.
animation.
Looks like Kane
Yeah.
gets the Rift Herald. But
the Rift Herald did in fact go to 6 HP, by the way.
Interesting play. At least it wasn't a volley bear on the enemy team. Stealing it with his
It's
E.
gonna be first turret.
This will be first turret to the side of blue, just further increasing the gold lead that this Mordekaiser has against the Master Yi. And before we had that little engage, I did want to talk a little bit about the gold leads right now. Top side, we do see a fight going at. We'll hold our gold lead a minute.
Yeah, nothing going on yet. I think you're good to go for a bit.
So we do see that top lane has almost doubled Master Yi's gold. It is a 5,162 to a 2,800 gold differential. Master Yi really not having a lot of fun. Same thing in the jungle. Kane, a lot of gold with those 4 kills. However, in the mid lane, we do see that Kasatoku does have a slight gold lead on the Singe. Nothing to write home about. In the bot lane, pretty even. There is a 500 gold differential on the side of Lux for that kill.
Some trading in the bot lane going on here. Connor going to be forced to flash. So is the Morgana. A few dropped axes there. Lux really forcing out a lot there. Is Kane going to be able to get this?
Nope.
No. But it looks like he's going to get out somehow. A bit of a lucky play there. Well played from Cass to get out of that dive. Kale doing a pretty good job of just vibing still. I do think that even though blue team does have quite a big lead, there is some onus, although there's going to be a little bit of a fight here. The Mordekaiser is now in the bot lane. This is just such a good roaming game from Adwater. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Connor is just running it down. Not a lot of option there, but we'll see if Kale is going to force the flash out of Ghent. By the way, also mad props to the Singed. 1-0-6. Finding a way to be impactful on the map.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing I'll say about Ghent is one of the things that I see mid laners really struggle to do is give up farm. And this Singed has absolutely said, you know what? I really don't care about my CS. I'm playing for the team. We're gonna win. And I'm gonna just help the team every way that I can. Kale does have still a gold lead, strictly due to his CS advantage, 22 CS advantage on the side of Kale, but Ghent definitely making a huge impact on the map with 7 out of 10 takedowns already in the game.
Yep. I also really like when people pull out these kind of niche picks that aren't exactly meta, but are still widely considered very strong. Singed has been pretty sleeper for a while in general, but especially in the mid lane. Gonna see an engage here. We'll see if the Vi is able to clean this up. Good combo on the alt Q. Don't chase Singed. Uh-oh. Just barely gonna make it out, and actually gonna get the kill onto Keen. Also gonna secure a drag for their efforts. This is looking pretty bad for red team. Close one there, but Singed just barely able to run on out.
It isn't looking good. You're correct. We've already got a 6,000 gold lead on the side of blue. And this goes back to what I said earlier. I know we both said that we thought A was going to win this game, but ease of execution. I think A team, blue team has a pretty easy executable comp, and red team has to have a lot of hyper specific situations to work in their favor. but unfortunately, it is already a 6,000 gold advantage to blue team. They are already. It is one dragon to one dragon. I personally think Hextech is more effective as far as a single dragon goes, because you do get 6 ability haste and 6% attack speed, and I think ability haste right now is just too good of a metric in the game, because obviously there is no hard cap of it, so you can just infinitely stack cooldown reduction, and all of a sudden you're just hitting for your Q at every 2 seconds.
Might see a play bot here. We'll see if Singe is willing to commit to the dive. Connor going to dodge the Q, but it's not going to matter. Singe is just going to run him down and flip him. Morgana ult going to come out, but it's not going to be nearly enough. We'll see if she's able to get the Kaisa on the back, and it looks like it's going to be enough. Keen gets there just in time to clean up one, so it's a 1-for-1 at the end of the day, which I think that red team is probably pretty satisfied with.
I mean, if you're red team right now, 1-for-1s are your best hope. Oh, the Morgana binding does land, but unfortunately no follow-up there. But if you're red side right now, you want to go for the 1-for-1s. You've already got such a big gold disparity. You kind of have to take it.
And I will say, this Kale is starting to hurt. Has the Gnasher's Tooth, is level 11. Don't think she's going to be able to survive the 3-man dive. The premature ult is going to come out. We'll see if they're able to clean him up on the back end here. It looks like not quite. Eating a lot of pressure here. We'll see if the Vi and Master Yi are able to clean this up. If Master Yi can get a couple kills here, that could be big. The Ignite is just barely going to take him down. Huge play there. We'll see if Keen is able to pick up the Lux on the back end here as well. Looks like that's most likely going to be the case. Yi also running him down. The heal! The Q hits both of them! Perfectly cut it out from Lux. The Kane is probably going to kill the Master Yi here on the back end. Draven also going to get run down by this Mordekaiser in the ult. Kane going to pick up another kill onto the Vi as Kale is just kind of forced to sit in the river and watch.
It's been a series of unfortunate events for those of you in the literature club who enjoy reading. It has been a series of unfortunate events here for the side of red. I think that early game, red had a lot of really good plays, but unfortunately they just weren't able to contend with just the absolute meat sticks that blue side has drafted. You've got Mordekaiser, you've got Kane, you've got Singed.
It's so sad because they've been pretty close in a couple of these plays too. Like that was really close. If the gold difference was just a little bit smaller, they might have actually won that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Red team is playing this game very, very well. It's just very tragic mishaps or slight differentials that have caused red team to be in the situation that they're in. I don't think that this is necessarily like this team is better because of players. This is literally just a series of unfortunate events for red side.
Yeah, and I do want to say too that Master Yi does have his Rage Blade now, and they do have the Kale scaling. So, however small their win condition might be, it does exist. If blue team cannot close this game fast enough, there will be some hope of a victory for a red team. But as the middle second tier turret goes down, that hope gets a little bit grimmer with each charge that Shelly makes here.
And Shelly doesn't actually even have to lose HP on her first charge.
Oh, Singe getting a little bit greedy here. Eating a lot of tower damage. The Kale ult going to save Vi for now. Vi going to go in and get a pretty good kill in the back end here. We'll see if Master Yi is able to get the one kill. He does. Still cutting out the Mordekaiser as the Kale. We'll see how that goes in the back end. Master Yi manages to alpha for a while. Stays up, but does go down at the end of everything as red team is kind of scattered. Not really a lot of follow-up there as Master Yi goes way too deep.
And also, I think you have to call out the fact that Seasoft is pushing bot lane while this is happening, and I don't know that Draven being there makes the biggest difference, but I think they get at least one more kill if the Draven damage is there. And honestly, we don't really get anything out of the push from the bot lane, so I definitely think that needs to be better communicated on red side and say, hey guys, listen, we need you here.
I will say, these in-houses are all about fun, and I'll tell you what is fun is playing Vi and ulting an ADC with a Kale ult on top of you. That's pretty fun.
Well, actually, ulting a Singed, that was pretty big. That was pretty big brain to ult that Singed because they do end up getting that kill. I think that was the only kill they got that fight.
Got a little bit of dragon setup here. Blue side gonna have total control of this though. Red side definitely gonna have to give this up. There's no way that they can walk into this. The Draven ult gonna check it, but not gonna be enough to scare it.
Yeah, your jungler's top side. You've got an almost 10,000 gold deficit. I mean, you just kind of have to say, okay, it's only third drag. We're okay giving this up. We do have some skirmishes going around the map though.
There's just fighting everywhere. We'll see if Kale's able to die on the back end here. I think she's most likely going down. Yeah. Yi forced ult to run away from the Mordekaiser there as well. This kind of feels like a death push to me.
It is looking like this is the last play for the last ditch effort for red team to win that prize. But
Looks like Baron is next on the table.
you do have a Draven just now getting to his first item. You have a Master Yi who's only on Gwynsu's. I mean, it's red team is in dire straits. However, what we're about to witness is the Lit Club special. We go for Baron, and somehow it gets lost, and then somehow we lose the game. I can't tell you how many times we were in this situation in the Victorious Amateur Series, this split, Anthony.
Yeah,
But-
not sure how we're gonna manage that, but I guess there's hope.
Well, no. Red doesn't even react to the Baron seals, so unfortunately, that will be Baron for the side of blue, increasing the gold deficit to 11,000 and giving them Baron minions, which honestly, I don't think Red has the ability to handle right now.
By the way, I just saw that our good friend Aurelius rejoined the server. Welcome back, my friend. Thank you, Gabe, for pointing into the picture of my foot. I'm sure he'll love that. All right, Dylan, here's my question for you.
Sure.
How does blue team throw this game so that red team can win? What has to happen?
So what I think we're seeing from the blue team right now is exactly how they throw this game. So, red team has Kale, right? And Kale scales, I think, harder than any champion in this game. And right now they have Baron. They have a massive gold lead.
Oh, Master Yi going for the play here. Kai's actually running the wrong way. If she runs towards the Singed, it looks like he's still going to go down. But honestly, that looks really cheesy, but I think that's the kind of play that you have to go for to try and win. I don't blame Pepe for that one.
Oh, absolutely. And honestly, if Singed wasn't there, if they had vision on that Singed and they were able to react to that, like, Pepe would have absolutely got that kill. Singed
good.
coming in from by like a hero. Oh, we do see
Yeah.
our boy Connor caught in the top side.
No, Connor.
And he will go down. Only worth 137 gold, though.
That's a sad one.
But back to our earlier statement, I think what Blue is doing right now, they're honestly kind of playing with their food, and that is not something you can do against a Kale or a Master Yi, because both of those champions will scale. If I'm Blue side, I really want to be starting to close this game out, but they're kind of just splitting the map right now, and personally, I don't think that's the right call. They have Baron minions, they have siege potential with Lux, and they have just really good turret dive from Singed, and now we're seeing them potentially doing just that.
Vi goes in really early, but nothing to be done here. The turret dive is going to connect. The Morgana Zonia is going to buy a little bit of time. The ult is going to connect, but it's just not enough. The Kale ult goes on the Draven. Draven going to die as well. Kayn able to get out. Kale still trying her best in the back line. Kudos to Cass for sticking with this Kale pick and doing his best, because I think that he did play a pretty good game despite everything. As 168 farm on the Kale, 23 minutes. Pretty darn good for a gold league, I'd say.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, you know, you're just trying to basically just put a band-aid on a broken arm right now as this Kale. Does get caught by the Q, probably will see a death here. The flash, okay, alright.
Master Yi gonna go in there. Gonna burn the Zonias and probably get the Lux here at least. And the game continues. Master Yi has that much more time to scale. Chasing the Singe. The Kayn probably gonna be able to save here. Okay. That was a thing.
I think if you're the side of Blue right now, what you just did right there was a little too greedy. I know it looks very, very bad for the side of Red, but this is League of Legends and I have seen crazier things happen.
We will see. By the way, just a reminder, if you are playing a game, to try not to spoil it in the Twitch chat. I'm not seeing that, but I'm just foreseeing that being a problem in the future. So just keep heads up for that.
Blue side is just encroaching everywhere on the map. Red almost has zero vision on this map, which is reasonable because they just really haven't had the opportunity to get vision. Kaisa going in on the Morgana, uses the ult. Morgana misses the binding. This is a pick on Morgana. And you know what? I gotta give props to our boy Koi. You know, he is a bronze player, but this man does not play like a bronze player at all. I've been very impressed since he's joined the Discord. I think he's a really great player. Really good head on his shoulders. So props to him. Props to everybody on this team. Blue team has played a very good game of League of Legends. As Becky Rita would say, this is arguably a game of League of Legends.
Arguably.
Arguably. We do see another pick go on to Seesaw.
Yeah, it's looking like this is RIP red side. Although blue side is getting a little bit greedy. Kane is just so strong at this point, though.
Yes, I think
like,
he wins this.
unkillable.
Like,
it's crazy. Sin's just gonna kind of run around in circles as Kaisa cleans up the last one at the end there. Well played from blue team. Really happy to everybody that came out and played in these games. If you did lose, I'm not sure how we decided to do this, but I have been told that you should go to the waiting room if you would like to continue to play. We may keep the same teams if we want to do that from both losing teams, or we can remix them if that's what we want to do. It's really up to you guys. However, the main event for the two winning teams will be cast by somebody, maybe myself and Dylan, or Dylan and Gabe. We will decide that in the middle, but I wanted to ask your final thoughts on that game, Dylan.
beautifully played by blue side. They drafted a team. They played around that team. Kane looked incredible. Singed 8-2 and 12 looked incredible. Bot lane looked really, really good. I think that honestly, blue just absolutely shut red out of this game, and just really impressed. Just really impressed with the team. I don't know if I'm looking at this game. I kind of have to give the MVP to the Kane. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that Mordekaiser played really well too. I think that the early rooms were kind of really unexpected and really cheesy in a good way. So I think I would give it to Mordekaiser because I think that Meshi never really got off the ground and he was still able to impact the map a lot. So that was definitely well played from him, as well as Kaisa looked pretty good despite the ranked discrepancy, which I think you always like to see. So really happy that everybody showed up and played, and I hope that you had a good time. If you did lose and you do want to quit, please come back next week. Just know that these drafts are kind of like going to be necessarily volatile just by the virtue of how in-houses work. So if you're feeling a little bit salty about how things went, don't worry. It's not like that every week. But hopefully we will have a good next game as well.
All right, guys, we're going to go on a short break while we wait for the other game to be finished. We will be back with the winners of Game A and C and Game B and D. Thank you guys for joining us. We will be back. Welcome back, everybody. I am joined now by the co-owner of the Literature Club, Gabe himself. Gabe, say hello to everybody.
Hello everyone, glad to be back on stream. Sorry I have not been streaming these games for the most recent season of Victorious. My internet of where I'm currently living is not as consistent as it was before, so you'll have to bear with us here, and thankfully we got Dylan here to start streaming these in-houses, so maybe when the new leagues start up we can do that as well.
That is absolutely the plan. I will have to miss a couple weeks due to a personal commitment, but I'm super excited to be here. Really enjoyed playing with the Lit Club last split, but we're not here to talk about or reminisce. We're here to talk about draft. So,
absolutely.
We see automatically 280 carry spans. They're saying, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Beanie is on... Beanie is 80 carry. It's not Pony Goat. Okay, I'm looking at this like, wait, what's going on? 380 carries banned for the blue side. We see Udyr and Darius banned, and now Kane going through. Kane was played last game by Pleb Destroyer. Looked really, really comfortable on it. Darius is Adwater's. Adwater is a Darius connoisseur, and he is very, very good on it. So I agree with those bans. However, I don't know much about Beanie in the 80 carry role. I've seen him play mid. I've seen him play jungle. I think he's an incredible player on both of those roles. But to see 380 carries banned when Pony Goat looks like he's going mid, interesting ban. Do see Twitch locked in. Could be mid. Could be 80 carry. And now we see Aurelia locked in for the top lane. Interesting blind pick on the Aurelia. Could be mid. Could be top. Don't know. Well,
and Lobby has died.
Something has happened.
I'm wondering if that's because they're not in Toxic. Okay.
Something has happened.
Yes, it seems so.
Sorry about that, everybody. We're going to get started right back up here in just a moment.
Pony has terrible hands. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
All right. Looks like it's a myth click here. Same bands. Yep.
Apologies about that, everybody. A little bit of a hiccup, but it happens. It happens.
It does indeed. Yep, and back to the ADC bands on the side of the blue side. I think it's most interesting that I think they recognize Pony Mega Mid because they banned the quote-unquote mid-laner ADCs and the Lucian and Tristana. The Jinx might be targeted at Beanie. I don't particularly know his champ pool.
I do know that last game, Pony Goat, I believe, went mid as well, and he did go UC and 80 carry. So definitely a viable ban. But these are just Pony Goat's 3 most played champions. I mean, if you look at his OPGG, those are just the champions he plays. Kind of funny to see. We do have the same pick order. I think we got to the 4th pick last time before something shut down. I want to talk about the Aurelia for a second, though. I'm really interested in the Aurelia pick because it can go mid, it can go top, it has the potential to carry. Obviously, it's one of those 1v5 champions. As our resident dad likes to call Aurelia, she eats glue. She eats a lot of glue.
Yes.
But
a lot.
But in saying that, I do not think that Aurelia is someone you can just pick and say, okay, here's what I'm playing, because I don't think that Aurelia has the strongest early laning phase, and she's not that hard to counter.
Yeah, the thing with Aurelia, especially in pro play, is you'll see this particular character just kind of dance around the back of the minion wave, occasionally going up and queuing the minions in order to attempt to get, I think it's 4 stacks now. And once she gets those 4 stacks, she can, do the whole all-in move at level 2, or whatever she likes to do. But ever since it was changed to 4 stacks, she hasn't been able to do that as well. So, like you said, her early laning has been quite weak. However, this usually changes once she hits 900 gold, which she then backs and gets a Vampiric Scepter. And if you know anything about Yasuo, who likes to get full build at 1100 gold to buy Berserker Greaves, Aurelia similarly gets full build by getting that Vampiric Scepter. Now this
Man.
is because the Q can already has a base innate healing every time she casts and kills a minion, but then the Vampiric Scepter heal applies on top of that, so this Irelia should never die once she acquires that item.
Man, we really like to play champions that have a pretty low gold curve. You know, I thought League of Legends you had to have at least 6,000 gold to be viable, but I guess I'm just playing the wrong game.
Yeah.
So we do see Galio picked, we do see Kha'Zix picked, we do see Aurelia picked. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, the right-hand side of the map, looking pretty dangerous. But, in saying that, we do see the Singed locked in again for Gent, or Gent, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. And last game, he did play an incredible game of Singed, going 8-2 and 14. And we also have Twitch Lulu in the bot lane, which is obviously a very good synergizing lane. You know, Twitch can pop out of stealth, Lulu can buff him up, and then all of a sudden your just entire team is sprayed and prayed down by a rat with a gat.
Yeah, and it looks like we're seeing a lot more bot lane targeted bans on the side of blue. Leona picked off. Morgana and Diana picked off on the side of the red side. On the side of red side, rather. Zeri being basically the immediate lock-in for Beanie. Red side looks like they're just kind of picking top to bot here, while, you know, blue side is trying to coordinate their picks. I find that quite funny. I don't know if this Lulu Twitch is actually going to go. Okay, so it is probably intending to go in the bot lane with that, because I've seen rumblings of Twitch mid, and I know you could play Lulu support, and then Lulu just leaves her laner at, you know, level 6 and just stalks the Twitch for the rest of the game.
So, on the blue side, we have Twitch, Singed, Lulu, Lilia, and Wukong. The thing I want to call out about this team is they have a lot of damage over time. They've got Lilia's passive, they've got Singed poison, they've got Twitch poison. I mean, you're melting naturally just from passives. On the right-hand side, we do have a very beefy team. We've got Aurelia, we've got Shogath, we've got Galio. And then, to kind of fill that in, we have a Kha'Zix who can dive the backline, and a Zeri who just kind of gets to do whatever we want to. So, we are going to have Aurelia going mid. I'm pretty sure she's going to be against the Singed. And we do have a Wukong going against the Cho'Gath top. So, Gabe, what are your predictions for Game 2?
Really don't know how this is gonna go. I mean, these teams are so just non-traditional of what you see in League of Legends nowadays. Galio support for one, Kha'Zix jungle for another, Singed mid. Hell, even Wukong top and Lilia jungle at this point are just kind of relics. So it's extreme. I think this is going to be extremely viable, as I don't think, for instance, anybody on either team particularly know how exactly this matchup is going to play out. I would favor red side the most, only because Diamond 4 ADC main playing Aurelia, you know, that sounds pretty good.
He's actually
But
Diamond 4
against...
in TFT.
Oh, so it's just a grief.
Yes,
Okay.
he is Diamond 4 in TFT. He is a Plat 4 AD carry main. But in saying that, Pony Goat is absolutely just an insane player overall. Here's what I will say. If I'm red side right now, and I see a Singed, I feel pretty bad about that. I've got Kha'Zix junk, I've got Aurelia Q, I've got Zeri dash, I've got Galio dash, and Singed pretty much says, no you don't. So, you know, I think that mid lane is going to be a pretty volatile matchup. I don't see Aurelia having massive kill pressure on the Singed early game. Now, obviously, when, you know, Aurelia hits her power spike at 900 gold, that would change. However, if Kha'Zix and Aurelia play well together and they get the Aurelia ahead, I think that this game goes to red. If that doesn't happen, and if Twitch and Lulu are able to kind of get some agency in the bot lane, I have to give it to blue. So I'm also undecided personally. Twitch chat, if you're listening, please tell us what your predictions are. I would love to hear them.
Yes, I completely agree. As we saw last game, I mean, at this, these in-houses are going to be so varied with the ranks of all the players. Obviously, that's just how it's gonna have to be. This is just for fun in-housing. So it's going to be a very volatile game. If we see this Twitch pop off early, then he's just going to run over the game. If we see this Kha'Zix or Irelia pop off early, they're just going to run over the game. It's just going to be the nature of who can seize that initiative, whether it's them making plays from themselves with a possibly Kha'Zix submarine backdoor with a Galio ult, or for another manner, the Twitch going invisible and then assassinating somebody in a side lane. It's just going to depend on who gets that initiative first.
We've talked a lot about the mid lane matchup. We mentioned a little bit about the bot lane matchup, but I gotta say this.
Sure.
Beanie is a phenomenal player. I think he's one of the better players in the entirety of Victoris. And in saying that, Koifish has genuinely surprised me. Koifish is someone who has joined the Lit Club earlier today and played some games. And just watching him play mechanically, he is just a very good player. So, you know what? I can't. If I look at the bot lane matchup, I really want to give it to Beanie and Beanie and Sugar. Simply because, if Galio is able to get on the Twitch, Zeri's just going to kind of shoot him till he's dead. But at the same time, I have faith that Last Dinosaurs is going to be able to protect his AD carry. As a reminder, everybody, we will be pausing when the game starts so that we can ensure that myself and Gabe are at the same timer. So please bear with us at the start. Okay.
Now, the real... Oh, well, we're already in there. Okay.
I'm at 4 seconds, Gabe.
Okay. I'm also at 4 seconds.
All right, we will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty. Should be good.
So if I'm red side here, honestly, I want to take Cho'Gath Q, and I want to take Galio Taunt, and I want to invade. I just want to get an early lead, but it looks like they're probably just going to play a safe 5-point, which I don't disagree with.
Yep.
Like I said, we do have a lot of dots from the side of blue this game with the Twitch, with the Singed, with the Lilia, so they are going to melt just passively. But looks like both teams are just going to get a safe 5-point in here, and well, hold on. We do see red side encroaching into the jungle. Looks like they're just getting a ward and going back. Looks like Kha'Zix will be starting red buff, and Lilia will be starting red buff as well. So, gonna kind of do an opposite perpendicular jungle. Kha'Zix may be pathing bottom to get Beanie and Galio ahead, and Lilia may be pathing top to try and get the Wukong ahead. Which, if I'm blue side, honestly, I think Cho'Gath is the most gankable lane early. Just because after you burn his flash, he doesn't have any more, movement and manipulation, and he has to hit that Q to be safe.
Yep. I'm very interested of how the Singed built this game. I think last game we saw him do Protobelt.
Mm-hmm.
Into, I forget what else, but I'm interested if he wants to go Chem Tank into full armor here. Only because there's a lot of AD on the side of the red side here. Cho'Gath, who took Grasp, so is maybe looking to go more tanky, and obviously we have Galio support, just a very tanky character. So gonna be interested to see what Singed builds as well. Looks like it's gonna be a full clear from Kha'Zix. He's currently on golems right now. I don't know if that's very standard.
It's
from
not.
Galio here.
It's not, but he might be trying to get an early gank in the top lane. Just get that early flash out of the Wukong. And I don't just nope. Looks like he is gonna go just for the full clear. Interesting to see. Most people just decide to skip Krugs at level 1 or 2 anyway.
Oh, skipping Raptors. Huh.
All right. Interesting pathing. He knows something that we don't, because I don't think either of us are jungle mains. But we do see the Irelia invading the blue side. Oh my gosh! That will be first blood to the Irelia. First blood on the Irelia. Beautiful invade by the Pony Goat. It has already gotten started. That was the most silent invade I think I've ever seen. However, Irelia potentially caught here. Flashes over the wall. Singed will continue chase. There's the ghost from the Singed. Hits the knockback. Ignites the Aurelia. This is probably going to be a death for the Aurelia.
Oh, the level up might save her, but no, it's going to be a kill onto the Singed. So a 1-for-1 trade, and both flashes burnt on the side of the mid laners.
We also have the flash.
Also burning Flash Ignite.
So if you're Singed right now, you did
Yeah.
not want that trade, honestly. So Aurelia gets first blood, 400 gold in her pocket. Now, you get a kill on Aurelia, that's great. Aurelia has TP, gets immediately back to lane. Singed does not have TP, is going to have to walk. And Aurelia is just going to keep stacking that farm lead, and now she has a gold lead. And that's the one champion in this game you don't want to have a gold lead. Middle engage in the bot lane. Galio hits his taunt, but really no follow-up there that can be had because they're too close to tower.
Yeah, and this Galio's actually been playing pretty well. I mean, we haven't comment on it yet, but whenever he walks up with taunt, he guaranteed gets it, and you don't see that from a lot of Galio players. Of course, the minute I say that,
I think you just jinxed
he goes
him.
in and misses. But you know, not a lot of Galio players really have the restraint, and we're looking to see a bot lane
Kha'Zix
gank
and
here.
Aurelia bot side. The Galio flashes, gets the knock up. Aurelia gets the kill, gets the stun off. We'll probably see another kill. Wow. Very beautifully communicated from the red side. These guys are playing like a team that didn't just get drafted, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, I'm a little suspicious. You know, is there some collusion going on here? Did they get the 5-man stack up, and it just happened to see that Becky Rita chose all of their players? But I mean, honestly, a very well coordinated gank from the Pony Goat, and I don't know what this person is.
Abner.
Their username. Abner. Is that their Discord?
Yes, Abner is their Discord.
Abner, okay. So very well played from them. Aurelia has the Vamp Scepter. So
She's done. You guys can just go ahead and FF the game. Aurelia is full build. But I want to mention something right now. Becky Rita. Becky Rita is the captain of this team, and I believe that they have absolutely smurfed this draft. You draft the Pony Goat,
absolutely.
who is, in my opinion, the best the best AD carry in VAS currently. You've drafted Beanie, who is a multi-versatile, heavy hitter on whatever team that he's playing on. And then you've got Abner, which he's also new to the Literature Club, however, has won game one pretty handily, and has ganked pretty well this game as well. So, You know what, Becky, props to you. Way to draft, but this is still anybody's game. It is only a 600 gold lead in favor of red. 2 kills for blue side, both on the Aurelia for pretty good plays, though. Like, if I'm Aurelia there, I'm happy to have those deaths right now because, like, we really manipulated the map with those plays.
Yep. I will say one thing that is currently benefiting blue side here is Aurelia is actually down EXP from roaming so much. So Singed is currently a level up, and possibly something to go in here. There's action in the mid lane, but we're not seeing that.
Looks like it just, he ganks over and just walks away. But that is going to force Singed out of lane, and it is going to give the Aurelia a chance to catch up and get level 6. But I agree with you. If you're Aurelia, you really don't want to be down experience on Singed, because when he gets that ultimate, he's pretty tough.
He's pretty strong, because...
We see Lilia ganking the bot lane. She doesn't have 6 yet, so she's not going to be able to ult. Looks like red side's going to walk away. A lot of damage on Beanie, though. A lot of damage. Beanie's taking a lot of damage there. Might have to go B here. Probably could stay in lane, but that would be a little greedy in my opinion.
Yeah, Aurelia's just camping out there in the bottom corner of the map, currently in the red bush as she sees the Lilia. And this is going to be another
kill, I think, for the Aurelia. Nope, Singed is coming. Lilia does flash away, gets stuck in the goo trap, and nothing will happen. However, Pony has once again denied the Lilia the ability to jungle.
Yeah, I mean, this is why some players are plat and some others aren't. They can use their advantage to just harass not just their laner, but the jungler, as we've seen the Pony Goat do pretty much this entire game. Like I said, this is also at the cost of EXP, though.
Yes.
Gent is level 7, while the Pony Goat is level 6. So that is something to keep in mind, whether, when you're doing your cost-worth analysis and reviewing this game. You see...
A
if
little
you
engage in the
think
top lane. We
rather-
see the ult come out from Wukong ignite. The ball hits the Cho'Gath. He's
Ooh.
probably dead to rights here. Adwater will pick up the
Yeah.
kill. Beautiful swirling seed from the Lilia. Hits the target, slows the Cho'Gath. Does get flash and ignite out of the Wukong, but that is exactly what you want to see if you're the side of blue.
Yeah, and that was a very well placed E from Lilia. Actually, really impressive. I don't think they kill the Cho'Gath there if that does not land, because Cho'Gath just would just kind of meander and walk on out of there.
We do see
We are
blue
seeing-
making a play for the Rift Herald.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
Galio is top to stop this. I don't know if this is the safest play if you're blue right now. Hits the swirl seed only
Yeah,
on Galio. Isn't going to be able to ult there. Galio goes in, hits the taunt. Aurelia's on the back line. Aurelia gets ulted, however. Pony's looking pretty dire here. Does go down. However, Kha'Zix in the back line picks up a kill on the Lilia. Cho'Gath has shown up. However, looks like this will be a disengage. And did we see who got the Rift Herald there?
Looks like it went onto the Galio here, so it went to red side.
All right.
So, they traded, I think, they just traded 0 for 1 there. So they traded Irelia's life for Rift Herald.
Not a bad trade. They get a
don't
1
know
for
if-
1. They get a 1 for 1 and a trade.
Yeah. Was it 1 for 1? Okay.
It was. Lilia does die
this
there.
might be a dead... Yeah.
That is a beautiful
That's-
kill by Koifish on the Zeri. Well played, Twitch. Waits in the bush and just pops off on Zeri.
Yeah, and when you're playing against a Twitch, once he gets level 6, he actually has a massive power increase. Twitch Ultimate gives him, I believe, 25 AD. It might be 30 now after a buff or 2. And this is just going to be a catch out.
Galio fails
that
the
was a
taunt. This might be a death for Kha'Zix here. Does try to heal a little bit off the minions. However, he is still in pretty dire straits. Aurelia is bot lane, but Gint is following up, looking for the Kha'Zix, actually. This might be bad for Kha'Zix if Gint finds him here.
Yep. And what started as a very good flank on the side... Oh, we have another fight here. Zeri's going in.
Zeri is going in. Probably don't want to be in that poison trail right now. You are an 80 carry before your first item. Pretty weak. However, Aurelia goes in. Might pick up last dinosaurs here. Oh. Zeri on the back line gets thrown over by Singed. However, Galio there to peel. However, Twitch in the back line just absolutely killing the team. Will die to the Kha'Zix, though.
Yeah, and what a scrappy fight there. I honestly could not really follow what was going on. It was just a bunch of new players coming in at different times and picking up kills or whatever.
I mean, I've never seen in a game of League of Legends, and I've played a lot of really weird game of League of Legends. I've never seen 3 fights happening simultaneously in the same lane that are opposite fights. Like, that was a wild looking fight.
Yeah, I agree with ADHD here in chat. Like, Koifish is not playing like a bronze player. The only indication that he is bronze is his CS score.
That is
but
fair,
that can
but
be improved.
That can be improved, and I have to say, like, you're going up against Seri, who has a little bit more poke than you, and you have to respect the Galio just being able to Q and taunt you, and I think Koi has played that very, very well. 3 kills, 2 deaths. He's only 24 CS down. Let's look at the gold lead. Actually, a slight
what do we
gold
got
advantage
here?
on the Zeri.
Yep, and I mean that's not surprising. They should be about equal in kills, just because the 2 assists is about a kill, and that 20 CS is about a kill. So not very surprising.
We do see blue team pick up the Ocean Drake. Really good to take away, actually, for red side, because blue Drake kind of hurts the damage over time. Ocean Drake kind of hurts the damage over time that blue side wants to do, and they do pick that up, take that away. However, it is still a 3,000 gold lead in favor of red side. Looking like it's primarily in the mid lane. We do see a small engage top. Gint gets flipped over. Here comes Wukong. Ignite
and-
stops the Wukong ult and flashes away. Beautifully played, Becky. However, Gint will not let you go. He said, sorry, pal. I am singed, and I am just going to run forward.
Yeah, Gent, like just like last game, isn't really caring about CS. Is just trying to play the map very intelligently, and you know, he's only 1,300 down, which in Tyrelia is kind of a lot. But how he's been playing it, I don't think it matters as much. I don't know why we were looking at red buff there when Tyrelia.
Hey, you know what? You know what, dude? Let's play by play the red buff there. We see the red buff slapping the Kazakhs. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
However, I will say, oh, we do see Beanie going in. Taunt will land on the Lulu. Exhaust goes onto the Zeri. Twitch ult just absolutely shredding. We did miss the team fight mid, which will end in a kill for Aurelia, and Twitch will pick up the kill on Galio. Can't chase down the Zeri. She's just a little too fast.
Yep, and her E's probably up again as well, so no way you're really killing her. But I'm liking this game. This is very competitive, despite... that's a flash engage from the
Flash
Wukong.
ult from the Wukong. However, Kazakh's able to find the jump over the wall. But this might be death for the Cho'Gath. That might spell doom for him. Wukong is absolutely just shredding him. Galio ulting in, gets the knock-up. Will it be enough? It will! Becky Rita gets the feast onto the Cho'Gath. And this is looking like it will also be a pick on the Lilia. Beautifully played by the Galio. Beautifully played by the Cho'Gath. Well played.
Yeah, and for those who didn't see, this Galio played that wonderfully. Interrupted the Lilia flash in with a quick taunt into an E knockup, totally preventing her from executing the Cho'Gath there.
We do see Aurelia splitting the map bot right now, which I think is exactly what you want to see, because honestly, even though the Twitch does have 4 kills, if the Aurelia even gets a scent of Twitch's blood, he probably dies here, especially without Lulu. So I think that Ponygoat is absolutely making the right call here by splitting bot lane.
Yep, and I think, Last Dinosaur's been doing a great job just protecting this Twitch, enabling him to do what he needs to do in this particular team comp. So love seeing that. Blue team upset, ? XD. I don't know how they're upset when they are 2 kills ahead, and all of their gold lead is, on the Irelia that sort of doesn't do anything, but, that's just me. Becky Rita as well, being about 2,000 gold up on the Wukong.
We just have Anthony here
Becky
trolling
Rita.
from the grave. He can't troll in voice chat, so he's trolling from the grave.
Yeah, unfortunate.
We do see
Becky Rita being silver too.
Yeah, Becky Rita has a pretty massive CS lead on a Platinum 3 Wukong top, so very impressed by Becky Rita.
Yeah, I was just trying to congratulate them because despite Adwater not being on his main champion, the divide between silver and platinum is largely due to knowledge. And how to exploit just general game mechanics. So the fact that they are so far ahead on this Galio, or on this Wukong rather, is pretty impressive. Kazakh's trying to go in there.
Does not hit the smite. However, we do see a small engage. Lilia solo ults the Kazakhs. Doesn't get much for it. Beanie is going to pick up the Singed. Cho'Gath with a double knockup. It's looking pretty bad if you're blue right now. Last Dinosaurs is going to fall here. Becky Rita on a killing spree. Zeri is still going in. Let me get every name wrong in the book. Beautiful play by the red side. I do think that blue gets the Rift Herald there, but this is a post 12-minute Rift Herald. Post 14-minute Rift Herald, and it is not as effective as you would want it to be. Well played from red side. They're just continuing that gold lead. They are up 6.3k gold now.
Yeah, and blue side could have just gotten the dragon and backed off there, and just dropped Herald to extend their or try to
small engage in the mid lane. This might be a pick for this area. Flashes cannot finish them off. Does get out. Galio will die for that though. Kill goes over to Singed. Well played counter from blue side, picking up a little bit of a gold. Trying to make up a little bit of the gold disparity there, but unfortunately not able to pick the Zeri, which was their primary target.
Yeah, and this game's very interesting to me because it's really just a farming simulator. That's like the difference between blue side and red side. Red side's up like 7k right now, and that's only due to farm. In kills, they're literally even. It is 10 to 10. Dragons, it's even.
There is a little bit of a tower disparity. They do have 3 towers.
There is a little bit of a tower disparity.
That's 750 gold maximum. So absolutely,
yeah, across all the players. So
absolutely, blue is just farming better. I mean, they've got their
they
tractors
really
out.
are.
They've got their tractors out, and they are playing Farming Simulator 2022. So.
Yep, and I don't like how Lulu actually went the poke one. I don't think the poke one's like ever very good on enchanter supports, unless you're on enchanter support specifically. Mage supports are a different story. They obviously want to have all the AP and mana, but Lulu is not one of those. She is an enchanter support and probably should be going the relic shield at the beginning. I don't think it really matters too much, but it's just a small note that I observed. Herald going down top lane.
Doesn't look like it's going to be able to get the dash, though.
Yeah.
It's going to get caught by the minions. However, Ponygoat might die in the bot lane here. Well, hold on. He's a Aurelia. Just kidding. Sorry, pal. Pick a better champion next time. Hold on. He is going to get caught. Does flash. Picks up the kill. Will die, though, to the Singe. Beautifully played by the Aurelia. Consuming as much glue as she possibly can. Kha'Zix in the mid lane just jumping on the Twitch saying, no more killing my team. However, he will also die to the Singe. And I feel like the Singe gameplay is just, I'm going to have to clean up all of these kills. Lilia ult massive, picks up another shutdown on Beanie. This Singed is banking money right now. Red team kind of threw that fight. Anthony, please put in chat red team mad, because you have to be fair and inviting to all.
Absolutely true, but let's just know how this Singed is actually cracked. I need to check against OPGG, because if he's not a Singed one-trick, I'd be honestly impressed, because he's playing like he knows this champion inside and out.
Singed went from one of the poorest champions in this game to one of the richest champions in this game. He has made up a 1,800 gold differential, and he has changed it to a 70 gold differential. This man is going to be massive when he returns.
Yeah, and this is interesting. So he must have another account. I don't want to BM him, but there are no games of Singed on this account. So there's that. I think this is him, right? Yeah. Yep, this is him.
We are in a little bit of a lull state right now. Red team kind of, trying to figure out what is their game plan going forward, because they did just get beat pretty badly in that team fight, and they lost roughly 3,000 of their gold lead, making it only just a 4k gold lead. I say only, but that's still pretty big. We do see Kha'Zix here might kill the Lilia outright. However, Lilia does blow her stopwatch, and then we will see the redemption come out from the Lulu.
Yeah, and if you're Kha'Zix, you're perfectly fine with this. I mean, you popped the stopwatch, which is Lilia's main survival tool, and honestly main engage tool as well. Hitting the flash Zhonya's is the only way that I think blue side really has.
This is looking like it's a catch on Galio. Yes, Galio will go down. Has to protect Beanie, who kind of took a little bit of a greedy back there, and will die for it. But the skill does go into the Wukong, which unfortunately Wukong is very far away from being able to match Cho'Gath at this point. Cho'Gath is about to finish his Fimbulwinter, and at that point he will be very, very difficult to kill.
Yep, and we're still seeing some skirmishes here.
Cho'Gath going in by himself. His team is not following up. Aurelia on the side just instantly kills the Lulu. Aurelia on the Twitch gets ulted by Lilia, however. Might die here without getting a kill. Just getting bigger and bigger. Looks like the Kha'Zix will pick up the Lilia, however. Gets out of the Singed glue trap right there at the end. Beanie looking to try and pick up this Twitch. From the side, Galio is back in the fight. This is Red's Dragon if they play this right.
Yeah, there's a lot of low health targets with the Kha'Zix.
Here comes Beanie from the side, picks the Twitch, dies to the Wukong, however. Kha'Zix and Galio still very much alive in this fight. Cho'Gath respawning, doesn't have TP, however, will be able to get there in time to stop this dragon. Looks like Blue is going to have to concede this dragon. Not really what you want to do. It is going to be triple Mountain Drake if Red gets all these... Wait, Singed going back in. We see a teleport coming down from the Aurelia. Gets the stun out on the Wukong. Wukong goes over the wall. Oh, they trade over the wall, which if you're Wukong, this is exactly what you want to happen. However, here comes Cho'Gath lumbering right into the Wukong, and that will be Wukong's life, eaten by the Cho'Gath's feast.
That was so slick for a moment. Lily connecting to the cow is going to give her a Dark Harvest deck, but I do not know why blue side remained there as long as they did. I mean, you are sub 50% HP targets against the Kha'Zix, who have E evolve. I think that's a jump, right?
Yes.
Yes. So Kha'Zix has E evolve, and you're staying there. That strikes me as a little suspicious.
It was a little greedy. It was a little greedy from the blue side. You know, we're all feeling ourselves sometimes, just like Beanie is feeling himself right now, trying to go in against a Lilia and a Lulu. Gets hit, will get ulted. This is not looking good for Beanie right now. He is probably going to die here. He will. That is exactly what I was talking about when we are feeling ourselves, everybody.
Yeah, and I mean the same thing there. Lilia eating in to try to hit a W against a target where you don't know where the rest of the team is. I mean, I can't help but say, what did you expect when you did that?
Here we do see Kha'Zix jumping on, however, meets the Wukong. This is another instance of we were just kind of feeling ourselves, guys. Aurelia caught by the Wukong knockup. We do see a teleport coming from the Cho'Gath. Galio ult going down, Aurelia ult going down. The blades are scattered everywhere. She is just pressing Q repeatedly, dancing around the battlefield. Isn't able to pick up the Lulu though. And this is now Singed's fight. He is just massive right now. He is on his second item, has 10 stacks of the Dark Seal. Poor Cho'Gath is going to be unable to do anything here, and this will be another huge throw for the side of Red. I mean, they still have a 3k gold advantage, but they're just giving away kills.
Yeah, and this Singed is really just the enabler on the side of Red team. I guess that's what you do when you take Predator Singed mid. You know, that's something I haven't seen ever, and I think they deserve all the praise for this game being as close as it is right now.
Singed definitely looking big. However, we do see the Zeri ult go down, dashing around the wall. However, Lilia ult is back up. The exhaust is going to save the Zeri for a moment, lets the Kha'Zix get into the battlefield. However, he will also die to the Twitch. This is probably going to be Blue's Baron. However, Singed pretty low here. Aurelia and Galio encroaching onto the Baron. If I'm Singed, I'm leaving this fight right now.
Yeah, you have no mana there, Singed. You're just kind of a target at this point.
Wukong hit by the Galio taunt. Gives Aurelia away onto the Singed. Picks the Singed, gets an 800 gold shutdown. Is now on the Twitch, however, Twitch just too strong. Lilia going down to the Cho'Gath Galio duo.
Cho'Gath got Baron!
Cho'Gath eats the Baron. Wow, that is really bad if you're the blue side. However, looking like the Wukong might be able to clean this up.
Oh, this is wonderful. Yeah, this is a wonderful game. Cho'Gath is probably going to pick up the Wukong and is just going to walk at that Twitch.
Misses his knockup.
Good juke.
Misses his Void Rupture. However, he is just much bigger, and this Twitch is just short for life. Tries to save him using the Redemption, however, does not hit quick enough. Cho'Gath, absolutely massive. Becky Rita looking beautiful on the Cho'Gath.
Becky Rita absolutely carrying, just, I think, blast coning over the wall, and just looks. I think they ulted the.
They ulted the Baron, yes.
I'm
which
not too sure. Yeah.
Which Cho'Gath Feast is the best smite in the game.
Gosh.
So
that I'm just watching like the little circle on Cho'Gath ult, and the thing is already halfway up again. So yeah, definitely ulted twice in that fight. Red buff being contested, picked up by Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix will be able to get over the wall.
Gone. Yeah.
So here's something I want to call out. You know, vision is a very important piece of the game, and while we look at the Twitch, we look at Koi, and mechanically very, very good. However, I think the thing that is separating him right now from Beanie is the fact that Beanie, with a blue ward, has 29 vision score, and Twitch only has 10. So really need to work on placing those wards, and also looking at almost the entire map. Pony Goat having a 35 vision score, and then Cho'Gath having a 24 vision score. Dragon is spawning. Kha'Zix's caught on the side. Really not what you want to see if you're the jungler right now, but Cho'Gath is encroaching over there, gets the silence off. Aurelia's blade dancing. She gets caught by the ult. Is she going to die here? Gets the ult off, gets onto the Twitch, however, gets polymorphed by the Lulu. Becky Rita picking up the Lulu. This is just a crazy fight. This is just a wild fight. Twitch in the backline getting to free fire the spray and pray. Becky Rita flashing over the wall, picking up the Twitch.
Yeah, that was a fight so chaotic, I could barely tell what was going on.
Yeah, well, direct camera wins here because it was directing me to the worst point of the screen. No, Beanie! Beanie walks right into the swirl seed. Cho'Gath gonna try to get out here. Gonna be pretty hard, however. If I'm Singed there, I don't flip that Cho'Gath into my team because he's just gonna kill you now. Honestly, even with Lilia's max health damage, Cho'Gath does have his Fimbulwinter, and he is just pretty big. Becky Rita now 12 kills on the Cho'Gath, has the Force of Nature, barely takes any damage from the double health shred Lilia. I'm sorry, triple health shred Lilia because of her passive. Cho'Gath is looking mighty fine this game, guys.
Yep. As we see this game, I just have a couple shout outs and announcements to make. From the producers, if you will. I am told to remind everybody in Twitch chat to stick around till the end of the game if you participated here. Make sure you write LCE in the Twitch chat. Winning team excluded. If you win the game, you guys are going to win the prize of $5 each player. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel of Twitch Prime. All the contributions will go back into funding events like these, future tournaments, draft entries, etc. Becky Rita picking up the Lilia there. And I'll just let you take it away here, Dylan. There's a fight going on.
Yeah, so Cho'Gath, absolutely massive, runs down the Lilia, feasts upon her, gets the deer. This is just Red Team's game now, and it is on the back of Becky Rita. I mean, everybody on the red side looks relatively good, but Becky Rita is just such a standout player this game. Honestly, just running, I don't think they can 5v1 him at this point, guys. I don't think they have the ability to 5v1 him at this point.
Yeah, this Cho'Gath is absolutely massive. I am gonna hazard to put up the MVP vote. If Red Team wins, I'm gonna have to give it over to Becky Rita.
I mean,
I think grabbing that, Baron when they did was just a very impactful part of the game.
I mean, you look at Cho'Gath, he's got 6,100 hit points. What do? He's just a massive wall. And, you have Health Shred on the enemy team, but it's just not enough. He has Force of Nature.
Yeah, exactly. Force of Nature, you have Gargoyle, so you're going to get that shield on top. Along with the Fimbulwinter.
Oh my god, he built gargoyles! Oh, this feels so bad for the enemy team. Oh no, you're about to kill me. Just kidding, gargoyles for 9 million
health.
I
gotta look how much HP they have. 640. 6,400.
And currently Gargoyle Stoveplate giving a 4,677 damage shield. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
And he does now pick up the Bramble Vest. I don't think that it's bad that they've waited this long to build any kind of health shred. No one on the enemy team has the most innate healing. They're primarily defensive as shields. Lilia does have a little bit of innate healing, but, Lilia not really an auto attack champion, so Bramble Vest doesn't do much. I think that Cho'Gath is absolutely smurfing this game. Are you sure you're silver, Becky? Are you sure you're silver?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess they just play Cho'Gath a lot. We do see a small skirmish coming in.
Galio does miss his taunt, however, does hit his Q. The Wukong's ultimate going out doesn't really connect with anybody. Galio goes back in, hits the taunt on 2 people.
Oh my
Here's
gosh.
Cho'Gath, everybody. Here's Cho'Gath. The fight is over. Red team wins. Beanie on the back, a little but cut out. Shin's going to run him down and be able to get a pick, but it's okay because Cho'Gath is just going to lumber forward. Kha'Zix is cutting them off right now. Aurelia close behind. However, that Rylai's Crystal Scepter just absolutely debilitating. The clone gives Pony Goat a way in. Pick on the Lulu. Pick on the Wukong. And this might be game, everybody.
For the ace. Yeah, this is a inhib down in the top lane. Two super minions walking in. Mid lane is being pushed by Becky Rita. Don't think they really even need to go for this. I see the Nexus is being pinged. They're just gonna have Cho'Gath walk in here and just be an absolute monster that he is.
Oh
Look
my
at that
gosh.
old dead singed.
Oh my god. Look at this shit! How do you kill this
What did
guy?
they even do?
How do you kill this guy?
Alright, this
And
is
that
looking
will
like
be
game over.
red team's game. The Kha'Zix dives in at the end, gets the kill under the super tower. Feels really bad. Cho'Gath just slowly beating down this. Only does like 12 damage to the Nexus every auto attack. This might be the slowest
Okay.
Nexus take we've ever seen, folks. Blue team
Yeah,
doing everything they
Galio
can
does
just to
more
stall out
damage.
this game. And that will be game for red team. Great game, everyone. Well played.
Well played. GG. Red side picking up the absolute W as we bring this game to a close. Just a small reminder again, sub with Twitch Prime. Also, for the other just random raffle, just type LC in the chat, and then Ramza will, get you. You may be picked and win the raffle.
So well played to
So
everyone.
there's that.
Well
Yep.
played to everyone. If you are on the winning team and you have not already done it, please add myself, Locust Cade, so that I can get your prize pool. Unfortunately, due to Riot ruling, we do have to wait a few days before we can get that prize pool out, but we will absolutely get your
Yes.
winnings to you. Now, we've got a lot of people
Becky.
coming in, typing in LCE. We are going to do our raffle. We do, however, want to give Becky a quick interview whilst we are waiting on the raffle to start. So we're going to go ahead and bring Becky into the desk.
Okay. Yep. Hello, Becky Rita. Welcome to the desk. How are you this fine evening? Congratulations on your win.
Hello, hello. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Becky, you looked absolutely crazy on the Cho'Gath. You know, it's sad because earlier ADHD had said that Locust Cade, not even the best top laner in LCE. And you've once again proven it. I am not the best top laner in LCE because here we have Becky Rita absolutely smurfing on the Cho'Gath. How did that feel?
Well, I was hoping to pick Garen, of course, as that is my the champion I try to shill for. But how it turned out was that a lot of our team comps, we ended up needing to have a tank, right? Because the other members of the team, they were better suited to actually try and carry. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I am literally the worst person on this team. I'm just going to be on Cho'Gath duty. And I will say, the previous game, I was getting my cheeks clapped by Bard top lane on the Cho'Gath. The Tempered Fate. He was giving me the pain, although I was at 300 ping. Fortunately, that went down. So into this game, I was like, well, we need a tank. We need some more AP. I'm going to just pick Cho'Gath because Cho'Gath is easy. He can win a lot of lanes just by being a big guy. And that's about it, I just, I like Cho'Gath, I guess.
You heard it here first, folks. Cho'Gath is based. I just want you to take me through here, Becky. How did you feel when you guys were down 4 kills at around minute 10? How did you coordinate your team and come back from that?
Honestly, we weren't really too concerned about that sort of deficit because for the most part, I mean, at least I wasn't concerned, but I was also top lane. So, top lane's an
That's
island.
true.
I play
On the
my own
island.
game, but I was confident in the rest of the players to pull it through. So I wasn't too concerned about the fact that we were down. We were just focused on, like, what can we do from here? What do we have coming up? How can we play around it? So we focused a lot on the dragons. We focused a lot on trying to stop them from getting objectives. So, like, in particular, there was the one Herald where it was a bit dicey to dive into it, but Abner still went in, still took that Herald. We ended up losing either just one or two players, but either way, we still stopped them. We still took the Herald, and then the one time they did drop a Herald top lane, we were able to prevent that from crashing into anything. So rather than trying to fight them immediately, we sort of just waited and focused on objectives. And by the time we were actually able to fight, it ended up just being we had strong players, we had strong champs, and I was the biggest man on record. So
You were the biggest man.
Yeah,
One last question for you, Becky. Who do you think really was the driving force in victory on your team? Who was the best communicator? Who really brought the team together and said, "This is what we're gonna do"?
Honestly, like, this is unironically the first time I've ever really played in a coordinated competitive setting. So it really felt, I'm not sure what I would have expected, but it really felt like a lot of us were sort of giving out information that we had right in front of us and sort of communicating in a, I guess, balanced way. We were all on the same level and we were all giving information that we needed to at that moment. And also, having a few jabs, laughing at Beanie, saying that Pony Goat was the better mid laner, and I'm gonna leave that up to the chat. I'm gonna let them decide whether or not Beanie or Pony is the better mid laner. That's their responsibility. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I think it was a lot of. There wasn't one person. To answer your question, there wasn't one person communicating to go to these things. It was a lot of us, the five of us, just working together to look for objectives and, play around them and succeed.
Very good.
Sorry, small note. Please enter LCE in the chat again if you want to be included in the raffle.
Yeehaw! I did post it once.
Yes, Nightbot broke apparently.
Oh, that's
and,
sick.
Yeah, we needed to redo it. So it was like timing out Tempered Fate for some reason, even though other people were also spamming. So,
Becky,
yeah.
thank
Don't
you
know
so
why
much
that-
for this few-minute
Yes.
interview. You're very welcome to go back and celebrate with your team while we get this raffle going underway. Everybody, as we get this raffle going underway, I would like to remind you all once again, LCE is recruiting for multiple teams. We are recruiting for a silver team, multiple gold teams, and a platinum team. Also, we're always looking for new members to come and join us. So if you're interested in one of our staff positions, please fill the documents out. We have posted them in both the Lit Club and we have posted them in Victorious Esports. We would love to have you all. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, and we're going to get this raffle underway as soon as our resident mom figures out how to use a computer.
Yes, true. So, Ramzo, what do you got for us? Got anything?
Hey, yo,
Here you are.
shit. I heard you were talking shit. The problem was that there was a certain group for spamming emotes, so if no one else is going to type their thing in, I'll hit the button, and we'll do the draw.
All right, guys, we're going to give it one more minute.
60-second?
Yeah, we're going to give it one more minute. 1 more minute for people to type LCE in chat, and then we will begin the raffle. While we're doing that, guys, also, we're going to do these in-houses on a weekly basis. Did I bug out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, I hear you.
My screen froze for a moment. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to do these weekly in-houses. We're going to do these in-houses on a weekly basis. If you guys would like to give us feedback on ways we can improve the in-houses, please give us suggestions. You can DM myself. You can DM Rain, Ratsa. You can DM ADHD. Anybody that was producing the stream today, please give us feedback. We would love to hear it from you. We want this to be fun for you guys, and we want to have as many participants as possible. And it was awesome because this week we were able to have 20 people playing in in-houses in our second ever in-house, weekly in-house. So thank you all for coming out. And that will bring us to the end of our minute. Ramza, will you do the honors of raffling away the $5 reward?
Well, as you see in chat. Wait, how did Becky get it? No. Why are you fucking no? No.
Becky, unfortunately,
there we-
you did win the $5 reward from the winning team.
I
So,
rerolled it.
Tempered Fate, you will be the $5 reward winner, and you are still getting called out by Nightbot. So, everybody, thank you for coming. Rain or Ramsey, do you guys have any closing announcements?
I think we covered everything here. Ramza went down to tell Bakurita that since they won the what's it called? Won the in-houses, that they are not eligible for the random chat raffle. So this the thing went to Tempered Fate, and Nightbot still hates him for some reason. Don't know why, you know. But anyways. No, I got nothing. Thanks everybody thank you everybody for coming. From the rest of Lit Club Esports. Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, guys, thank you so very much. We're going to be signing off. This has been Literature Club Esports, Locust Cade, and Rain himself. Thank you guys so very much, and have a great night. We'll see you next week.